And bada boom, we are live.
Bada boom.
Welcome. Welcome. Bada boom. That's been my new saying lately. It's been a while. We haven't talked. All the time that the podcast has been off, we haven't talked. Just so everyone knows. But welcome to the g.e.l podcast for the first time in. I'm pretty sure it's been over a year. We got busy. Matt's been in between dimensions, and we've been trying to find him. Matt, are you safe and sound now?
Relatively, I guess.
Relatively. Did you see what he did there?
That's a smart joke.
That's a science joke. Matt's actually stuck in that world where Interstellar happened, and there's like you can touch time and breathe space, or eat it like spaghetti or something. I don't know.
Is that like the real world equivalent of like when a cartoon character is just in like a white space with nothing?
Like on Family Guy, where there's the guy in the background like giving you compliments.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome back, I guess, to the g.e.l podcast. My name is Ray Emling. With me tonight is Chaz Lewis and the all-seeing orb, Matty G. What'd you say?
Orbity Orb.
Orbity Orb. Yeah, is that your real name now? We are
Twitter.
back. We are back in blacker and orbier and hairier than ever.
Indeed.
Sounds like a really bad movie.
It is. It's one of those sequels that like you really don't want to be a part of, but like you need the money, so you do it anyway.
Like a Will Ferrell movie?
Yeah, or Nicolas Cage, or anything, honestly.
Nicolas Cage. Oh, that's a good one.
So in this movie, Nick, we're going to need you to basically be a woman the entire time, but everyone's making fun of you because you're a really ugly woman. I'll do it.
So here's your contract, Nick. You're either going to be a woman or you're going to run around punching women. Are you cool with that?
I'll do it.
Okay, I'm in.
Meaning you have to punch yourself at some point, too.
I'll do it.
There's a crossover.
Have a meeting. I'll do it. We didn't even reach the script yet. I'll do it.
I'll do it.
All right, then. That's my Nick Cage impression. He's great, isn't he? Well, anyway, we are back. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to people and tell them like this is the beginning of a weekly podcast every week for all eternity, because in all reality that's probably not gonna happen. So this is a very special episode that we came together for because it's nerd season. Like E3 was like 3 weeks ago. Comic-Con's going on now.
Whoa! You said nerd season? Are they hunting us? Should
season.
I be running?
Well, I mean, I think you're okay. I feel like you could defend yourself. If anything, I'm screwed because like they're gonna go for the slowest and fattest one first.
Right.
Oh,
Yes.
we lost Chaz. He's gone.
Are they gone?
Oh my gosh, she scared me.
I'm just hiding. Just tell me when they're gone.
Yeah. We're all right. But yeah, see, it is nerd season, and E3 just happened, not too long ago. San Diego Comic-Con's going on, so there's a lot to talk about in the entertainment field as far as nerdism. Is that a word? I'm making that up. Nerdism goes.
It is now.
Yeah, it is now. So I figured we could come together and kind of chat it up and then talk about some things we're excited about in the next coming year or so. And but first off, how have you guys been?
Oh, just fandibular there, Ray.
That's really anticlimactic, being stuck in between dimensions. Like I expected way more.
That's the only thing I learned.
Is that a single word? Mm.
So that's like the ultimate quantum physics answer. It's like it's here and
Correct. Yes.
there.
What other words did you learn?
That's it. That's what I said.
That's
That's all.
it. That's it. That's all you had to bring back.
Oh, well, that seems pretty pathetic. Yeah. But anyway, guys, so how have you guys been keeping up with E3 and San Diego Comic-Con and everything?
I don't know anything that's going on at Comic-Con.
Me neither.
I watched a lot of E3, though.
I did too.
Lucky for you, I've been keeping up with Comic-Con, so that's why we're a perfect mix, because you guys are the E3 and I'm your Comic-Con, so there we go. It's perfect.
Great.
Sounds like a really bad come on. That's
We're
why
like-
we're perfect.
We're like peanut butter, jelly, and ketchup. Guess
Uh,
which one of us is ketchup?
Which one?
yeah, what are you trying to say?
One of you will figure it out one day.
I don't like it.
Abort! Abort!
He just disappears underneath the camera again. So anyway, the first thing I thought we could talk about, I have a swivel chair now. I didn't have that before, so look at me swivel. This is going to happen a lot. I do this when I'm anxious.
You had a computer chair that didn't swivel?
It did. It just was really old, and if you swiveled, it would break.
I thought when computer chairs got old, they swiveled more.
Not this one.
They
This
do.
is Cats up. Cats up. I like that.
See that? See what he did there? More puns. That's what he's bringing back from the fifth dimension.
puns, and bad Photoshop.
What do you mean? That's good Photoshop.
It was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Seamless.
Great.
I couldn't tell when the cat started and the ketchup ended.
Exactly. Anyway, so I figured the first thing we talk about coming up from E3, well, I guess not E3, but from Comic-Con is some new TV shows coming out or new seasons of stuff. I feel like this is going to be mostly me because you guys don't watch TV because you guys are weird.
Oh yeah, I have some stuff lined up.
Whoa, he brought that from the fifth dimension.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
Bring
there's
it
cable
in.
there.
Dang.
But
Just
like
cable?
only 3 channels.
Basic cable.
We got channel 11.
TBS. Is TBS
That's
basic
it.
cable?
Probably.
Yeah, because they have commercials, right?
What?
I don't know.
What do you?
That's how much Chaz doesn't watch TV.
That's not what decides whether it's basic cable or not.
It's basic to me. I wouldn't pay for that.
Anyway, so let's go with Chaz first because I doubt he's got anything after that comment. But Chaz, are there any shows coming up that you're excited for?
I got nothing. I'm actually watching an anime right now. But
Oh,
it's a
like-
Net-
Like
anime?
literally right now? Like
it's a
literally?
Netflix. Yeah, currently. I'm actually watching it in the back of my head.
What is it?
Oh.
What is it, Chaz?
It's a new anime, Netflix original. I don't remember what it's
Is that
called.
Ajin?
No, I saw Ajin. That was good too.
Was it?
Why is Netflix dabbling in anime?
I'm not sure. It's kind of interesting.
Are they good?
They're
Moro.
they're not making anime. They're publishing it over here.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Nice.
Ajin was good. I like that one. I finished it, the first season at least. And Makuro, I think, is the newest one that I just started watching. And that's cool because it's about giant robots, and I dig it.
I've been watching anime too. I've been actually watching anime too. I've been watching Pokemon because Pokemon Go. I'm a level 15 trainer, and I figured it was time to catch up and catch them all. So,
It's not a TV show, though.
Pokemon? Yes, it is.
Pokemon Go, is it?
No, Pokemon. Like I've been watching Pokemon.
Oh, you started watching it again?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were joking.
No, they got it on Netflix. I've been rewatching it.
Matt's the only one laughing. He's like, I was like that seagull laughing in the back.
Yes. Anyway, Matt, what shows have you got lined up? Because it seems like Chaz. Was that it? Was that the animes? Is that all you've been watching?
Yeah, pretty much.
I definitely feel like you'd come around and be like, guys, there's this new show out called Breaking Bad. It's really good so far. I really like the Walter character. I think he's a stand-up guy, and I'm really attached to him. Like, yeah.
As the guy who works at GameStop and knows less about games than we do.
I'm learning, man. I'm learning.
Fist
Okay?
bump the orb.
Give me
Burn!
a minute.
Ouch!
I didn't get in at GameStop for my knowledge. I got in for my sales skill.
Oh, okay.
Drop the mic.
I don't
do
think
mine.
you sell anything at GameStop. You just like, alright, the PS3 games are on that wall over there.
The real test, Ray. The real test. Can you sell a PlayStation Move?
What is that?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, really?
No.
I was joking when I said it.
What is it? A PlayStation
That's
what?
Move.
It's called a Move.
Move?
It's like
I don't
these
know.
two little. It's like these two little
Oh,
orbs. It was their answer
The
to
wands. The weed.
Gotcha.
the wands. It was
I
their
didn't know it
answer
had
to
a.
the Wii.
I didn't know it had a name. I just thought they went. Let's call this crap because that's what it is.
Unbelievable.
That's pretty much what it was.
Yes.
Anyway, Matt, what TV shows you got?
Well, the big one right now that I've been into is also a Netflix original called Stranger Things.
Not Orange is the New Black. I was gonna get excited. For a
No,
second.
not that. I haven't even seen like 2 minutes of that show.
Hey, this last season was awesome. I'm just saying.
But Stranger Things like reminds me of like a good version of E.T. Except there's no aliens.
Are you
What?
saying that E.T. is a bad version?
E.T. is a horrible movie that I don't appreciate at all.
The alien freaked you out as a kid.
What?
A little
What
bit.
is wrong with this guy? Like, this is the guy that okay. So I'm airing your dirty laundry right now, Matt, because every single time like Chaz and I get pumped up for a game,
Yeah.
you're the one that's like, the game sucks. I hate it. It's a stupid game. You're like, you have like the worst, like, not opinion, like the worst taste in everything.
Or the best taste and everything.
You're
You're just a follower.
He's a classic. You're gonna be there and be like, yeah, I'm not really a fan of Jaws. I didn't enjoy the shark. It was not good.
I just feel like when he was watching E.T. back when he was younger, he was just sitting there like floating above his couch, pulsating fear. Wall, this is not good.
This isn't
what
aliens look like.
This is terrifying.
Thumbs down. This is inaccurate. Now, question: how did you feel about the aliens in Men in Black?
Men in Black is great.
Will Smith in it. I'm a fan.
Obviously.
But that's the thing is he goes the aliens in that were very accurate. That Tommy Lee Jones looked dead on.
The Roach one?
I just meant Tommy Lee Jones. Like he just looks like an alien.
Yeah, that was the Roach, right?
Fair enough.
No, that was the shriveled up bag of meat.
Oh,
Oh my God.
it wasn't that old back then.
You're never gonna get a job in
He
Hollywood.
still was somehow. Like he was like 20 and he still looked old. Like
He
I know he
wasn't
wasn't
20.
I know he wasn't 20, but I'm saying like when he was 20, he still looked 60.
That dude looked like a young version of Tommy Lee Jones. It was kind of
He was-
creepy.
He was born like Benjamin Button. He came out looking like an old man.
Prune.
Oh, this is unfortunate.
If
All
that
right.
movie was really accurate, he would have came out a grown old man, just like 6 feet tall.
Ripped his mother in half.
It would have been like Alien. He would have came out through her chest.
I'm here.
Spitting acid in lines.
It would have
And it
been
was-
the real ending to Prometheus.
And it was Brad Pitt, so he pops out and he goes, I need to find a woman who's 90% plastic and adopt children. Anyway, so what other TV shows you got, Matt?
Well,
What was your first one? You said E.T. was bad, and then I lost the rest of your explanation.
it's called Stranger Things.
Yeah.
It-
So
there's
it's a
like,
good E.T.
There's like a sinister science lab, and kids are disappearing, and there's a douchebag in it with cool hair, and
Usually the definition of a douchebag.
That's generally everything. Like, there's always a douchebag with cool hair.
right, and yeah, it's just it feels like old TV, which is kind of cool. If you like old TV.
I like old TV. I have an old TV.
I like the dials and the rabbit ears.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And then I just, like, literally tonight, before we started talking, I started Mr. Robot.
Oh yeah, how was that? I want to
Yeah,
start.
I've been hearing about that too.
I really like it. I only watched, like, the first episode, but, I mean, it's definitely something I want to watch the rest of now.
Nice.
I think second season, I don't know if it's over or if it's airing still or what, but
I think it's first season's over. Second season, I
think
think
it's-
it just started or is starting very soon.
Yeah.
Something like that.
yeah, that's about a hacker who is not a hacker. He's like a cybersecurity employee who is contacted by hackers to work with them.
Is it on Netflix? Is that where you're watching, or are you just like watching it on demand?
It's actually on Amazon Prime, which I
Oh, okay.
have for like a month left.
Did they give it to you for free for a month?
I got that in college, and then I got it like at reduced prices like 2 years later, and then I just got it full price last year. So
Ooh, saucy. I
think it's worth it. I like Amazon Prime.
There you go. There you go.
Can we get sponsored?
Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Buy some stuff.
Now we're just getting sued.
We're probably never gonna get sponsored because of
Oh.
you. Because of that.
Because I'm a terrible spokesmodel. I'm like Gatorade. Oh, that tastes terrible.
Who drinks this stuff? Only athletes who have no taste buds.
Only morons.
It just becomes the clam chowder scene from Family Guy.
Oh, God.
Who wants chowder? So Mr. Robot is well. What would you give it out of 10, Matt?
I mean, I can't really rate it because I've only seen the first episode, but
Make a judgment call.
I'm gonna say 7 to 8 right now. So
You heard it here, folks. Mr. Robot, go watch it.
All right. Are we okay? All right, you should really phase out a little extra of the staring and the thumbs. Okay.
Is that too much? Is that
Maybe a little bit, maybe a few seconds less.
Tiny bit?
Yeah, just a little bit. Are we talking Game of Thrones, or are we past that?
Oh, we are always talking Game of Thrones, sir.
always, Chaz.
Always.
How long has it been since the finale? Is it okay to talk about? Is it the spoilers good? Has everyone seen it here?
Just say there's spoilers and then wait like 20 minutes and then we can start talking.
20 minutes?
20 minutes.
All right. Spoilers for Game of Thrones if you haven't seen the season 6 finale. You have 30 seconds to click away.
30 seconds. Oh my gosh, I don't have that kind of time.
and then come back. Give it like 2 minutes. We'll talk about it. All right. So season 6 finale. Who wants to go first? Who wants to dive into that? Because that's a lot to conquer.
I don't even know where to start except
I do.
Okay, go ahead.
The Green Hulk explosion in King's Landing.
Was that your thing?
That was my favorite part.
I dig it. I think I was the Jon Snow versus Ramsay Bolton.
But that wasn't the finale, which I thought was weird. Like, I'm shocked that wasn't the finale.
What do you mean? That was the last episode.
No, that was the episode before the finale.
Episode 9 ended with Ramsay getting eaten, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, the Battle of the Bastards was before the finale.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I was talking about the green explosion. I knew that was...
Oh, yeah,
that's why
that's the start of episode 10. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the beginning of the finale, and then, what else happened in the finale? Now, see, I can't even remember everything.
Kevin threw himself out a window, just...
Yeah, I remember that. Oh, I remember what my favorite part was.
Khaleesi and the big giant cavalry.
My favorite part? Arya Stark getting her revenge.
That was pretty cool.
Yes.
I waited forever for that to happen.
Well, because I didn't see it coming. Like,
yeah.
I did not, like, when that creepy girl was like I honestly didn't see it coming, and like, even when the girl was like revealing that he was eating his children, I still did not figure it out. I was like, who's this crazy girl? Like, she just showed up and started killing people.
Part of it was good because they just added that little part where she was like looking at Jamie, like flirtingly, and it was like, oh, this obviously can't be who I.
It makes me wonder if her original plan was to kill Jamie, and she never got a chance to get to him.
He's not on the list. No, he's not.
I thought I thought it was all the Lannisters she wanted to kill, though.
No. He's not. Tyrion's not.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cersei is the only one.
Didn't Jamie have a part of it too?
In the list?
No,
in the death.
That's right. He was captured already, wasn't he?
With With what? With the
I was like, see,
beheading?
It was.
no, yeah, he was gone.
Yeah, but she wouldn't know that, would she?
She wouldn't have
I
known
know.
that. No, she was lost in the city at that point, wasn't she?
So why is she not blaming Jamie? Because like I would think she'd want to kill all the because she wanted to kill all the Lannisters. Like she wanted to kill Cersei. She wanted to kill Joffrey. She wanted to kill I can't remember the dad's name now, but she wanted to kill him too.
Tywin.
Tywin.
Well, Tywin did a lot of stuff to her
I
because
know.
she was in prison by
I know,
him.
but that's what I'm saying. Like she had a beef with every Lannister. I'm shocked she didn't want to kill Jamie
Cersei,
for some reason.
Cersei explicitly, like, I think she had a part of her father getting killed, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
when Joffrey was,
Joffrey
I
was
think
terrible.
was king at the time. Yeah.
Now I have to ask this because this is what I've been asking every Game of Thrones fan: who's worse, Joffrey or Ramsay?
Ramsay.
Yes, that's my
Ramsay's
vote.
definitely worse. I mean, it's close. Joffrey's not as bad because to me he was whiny more than anything. Ramsay was cold-hearted. Like, he
Now
was
I believe that
bloodthirsty.
Joffrey.
clever.
I believe that Joffrey could have been worse. I think Ramsay is a grown-up Joffrey. I think Joffrey was going down that path.
I feel like Ramsay pulled some stunts that Joffrey may not have done. Like when he had
True.
his family eaten alive by dogs. I don't know if Joffrey would have crossed that line.
He wouldn't have done
He's a bit of a mama's boy.
Yeah, I don't see him crossing that line. Ramsay gave no F's about anyone.
Mm-hmm.
He was crazy. I am so glad the way he went out was so perfect.
Okay, did you guys want Jon Snow to beat his face in? Did you want it to end like that? I was
No.
kind of voting for that.
No, I wanted originally I really wanted I wanted Reek to kill him, but after the scene that shall not be named,
Yeah.
I think Sansa needed it, and I was happy that they let Sansa have it.
Yeah, I'm glad she had it, but I kind of wish Jon Snow had gotten a little bit more.
I did too, but like that's the thing is, if they would have had Jon Snow kill him, I think a lot of people would have been kind of upset with that because he didn't do that much to Jon Snow. Like he killed his brother, but like Sansa was raped. Like I feel like that's a little bit worse.
That's definitely on top. I mean, it's just what he did to Jon Snow was kind of petty. Like, for example, at the very end when they broke into the castle, and then the giant went down, they were like having this moment, and then all of a sudden an arrow to the eye. I'm like, really, dude, you're captured, and you have to just get in that one last lick.
That to me was the saddest moment. Like I loved that giant. I really did. I was like,
he was the only one too.
I knew. Like as soon as they started giving that giant more airtime in that battle, I'm like, he's gonna die. Like this is his last episode.
I thought he was gonna eat it sooner than that though.
I thought he was gonna die in the pile. Yeah.
Yeah. That was brutal. That was like the most brutal scene I've ever seen in a battle.
Yeah, that was really crazy.
Yeah.
So good. That could have been the season finale. Like I'm not sure if I would have wanted that to be the season finale or not. Like I almost wish they would have switched it.
I didn't care where they put it. I'm just glad that they had it. I'm glad that I was able to finish this season out and see that.
Well, that's because they're ahead of the books. I feel like if they were still following the books, like the way they're written, I'm pretty sure like the whole like season 6 would have been like them traveling to the battlefield, and we would have actually got the battle till like midway through season 7.
Yeah.
I mean, they still have yet to like. The White Walkers have been a threat since season 1. Like they've been talking about this since season 1, and they have still yet to actually. They had that little mini battle, but like, come on, like let's just have the fight already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or at least a fight. Like let's have them start the war, have one battle, and then like they can retreat and have like another battle later. Like I want to see some White Walkers start fighting people.
I'm not sure what the dynamic here is anymore. Is it still about the throne, or is it all going to head towards the White Walkers?
I think it's going to turn. It has to.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think whoever leads the army to vanquish the White Walkers are going to take the throne.
Or everyone's going to die, and the White Walkers are just going to be like, we won, guys.
That's the most cynical end to it. That would
That's
be
what I'm waiting for, and that's what I hope happens.
Just The guy,
So,
the White Walker sitting on the throne.
Everybody dies, just like whatever his name intended.
And then the White Walkers die because summer comes and they're like, oh, my only weakness. Temperatures above 70 degrees Fahrenheit.
Now see, if this all took place in Florida, it'd be like summer is. Oh, it's here. Oh crap.
It's still here.
Oh,
Sorry,
no.
guys, we only have to survive winter for like a month and a half.
Winter is coming. Oh, it's over?
Yeah.
It's oh, you're sure? Oh, okay, it's over. It's over.
It's over. We're good.
Yeah. So yeah, Game of Thrones. So Matt, what was your favorite part of season 6? You never actually got your
My favorite part of season 6.
the finale.
Didn't he just say the Green Man explosion?
Yeah,
Oh,
I really
that's
liked
funny.
that. I was a little sad because Marjorie was in there, but you know,
Yeah.
it's a sacrifice.
You knew it was gonna happen. Somebody's gonna have to
I'm
die.
glad the sparrows are gone. I'm glad that whole thing is
Sparrows,
over.
so
That was terrible.
Now, I do have a theory going on out there, and it's not just my theory. Like I've read it, but I think this. I wholeheartedly believe this. I believe Jaime's gonna kill Cersei.
Yeah,
What?
that was well. We'll see.
Well,
If he finds out who was responsible for
he already
it,
did. I'm pretty sure he did. That look that they had in the throne room, that was pretty damning evidence right there.
He's
Yes.
pissed.
Well, she had I don't remember what season, but she had that prophet tell her that all her children would die and that she'd be killed by her brother, and she took it to believe that it was going to be Tyrion. But I think it's Jaime because one, you wouldn't expect that, and two, he killed the Mad King for attempting to do the same thing that she just did.
That's true.
So, like, he put him down because he was going to kill his own people. And that's what Cersei just did. To kill the High Sparrows, she killed, I don't know, how many people in the kingdom? Like, that was a lot of people in that church.
Like half.
Like
Yeah.
50 people.
That's half in those times.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm just kind of curious as to how hungry Khaleesi is for the throne. You know, because
It doesn't feel like she really wants to throw. Well, no, now it's starting to. Before it was like she'd much rather like I'm gonna save all these people. Like I know they tried to write it as like oh she's building an army, but it was like she's taking her sweet time going to that throne.
Mm-hmm.
well, yeah, but I mean, she really had to get a lot. She didn't even have a like a naval force, so they couldn't even get over there. Really,
Mm-hmm.
What's Mac on the screen there?
that's the green explosion.
Oh.
What? Yeah, I don't know. Green.
Was
I feel like
Norman
that sparrow could have made it there a lot quicker than what he did. He took a knife to the back, I think, right?
I don't know. He was kind of I think she
Didn't the kid
That
just
was
shank him like 30 times?
Yeah.
What's the tech?
And I thought that he got hit in the leg too.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
couldn't stand.
Oh, but he could have pulled himself a lot faster than that.
Did you see that guy's upper body? He was like tiny.
That's true.
He did not go to the gym that week.
I saw what the mountain did to one of those guys too. They clearly do not. They skip arm day.
It was a Mortal Kombat fatality. It just tore his spine right. I was like, oh, I did not expect this.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm looking forward for what I think is a very clearly incoming or forthcoming Hound Mountain face-off.
I'm waiting
Oh my
for
gosh.
it.
I don't know. I feel like at this point, the mountain's really been putting in some work with a new training camp, and the Hound has been working off of.
Here's
He's
the
been
thing.
building churches.
Yeah, here's the thing, though. The Hound has the Mountain is pretty much a zombie. He's brainless. He does not retain his combat skills that he had before. If you notice the way he's fighting, he's just kind of using brute force. Like he's not actually thinking about a strategy.
He ripped the dude's spine out through his back.
Agreed. But this is a guy who not only isn't very strong to defend himself, but has no combat skill. If he goes face to face with the Hound, I feel like the Hound is going to be able to outmaneuver him.
So the thing about it is with that, it's like if you fight a guy who's way bigger than you, yeah, you could probably beat him if you're a lot more technical than he is, but you can't get hit one time
Yeah.
I know. I agree. I agree, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I think the Hound can outmaneuver him, but he has to watch out for that strength.
Yeah, one hit, and it's like Hound just Hound's down.
But the Mountain also seems like the kind of person that would like. I could picture the Hound killing him by the Mountain running full speed at him, and the Hound just puts a sword through his face. Like that was easy.
He'd probably still go for a couple minutes.
It's like a chicken with his head cut off.
It's just swinging. Kills 15 more people in the process.
Yes, that would be pretty epic.
Jesus, put his head back on. He's more dangerous now than ever.
Who was that? Joffrey from the grave?
It's a new character. You haven't met him yet.
That's Billy. Don't worry about him. He's
Billy. He was one of the background soldiers.
It'd be Podrick.
Patrick is the greatest.
Yeah.
He's gonna be king one day.
I think there's gonna be another. Who's the female knight again? I keep forgetting.
Brienne of Tarth.
Brianna, yeah. She's gonna be fighting someone, but I'm not sure who. It might be Mountain Hound and Brianna.
Brienne.
The Hound. That'd be pretty intense. I'm fully expecting a full Brienne Jaime like love thing going on. Like they've been having these slight stares, and I mean the only thing that's been in her way has been his sister. So
True.
there's that whole weird thing.
I don't know what to make of that.
I don't know either. They'd have some really like chiseled jaw pretty babies like. But the sad thing is the chiseled jaw would come from the mother, and the pretty would come from the father.
The wide football shoulders would come from the mom.
Yeah.
And
I mean, Jamie's a very pretty girl.
Where do you get your dimples from? My father. Where do you get your football shoulders from? My mother.
He's the Griffith of Game of Thrones.
So, I had something in my mind. I forgot what I was going to say now.
You just got it all taken away from those really attractive-looking kids.
I was thinking of Jamie Lannister.
I can't think anymore.
It's all gone. So, before we move on from Game of Thrones, I'm just curious. Favorite character? Alive, dead, like, whoever. Who's your overall favorite character?
Ned.
Ned?
No,
Ned Stark?
That's a lie. I'm lying.
I knew you had to be. Ramsey's probably yours, Matt.
Yeah, definitely Ramsey. Yeah.
Makes sense.
For sure.
Chaz?
All of it. I gotta say I'm with Khal Drogo. He'll always retain a place in my heart.
I do love Khal Drogo, but I think my overall favorite's Tyrion.
Yeah.
I love me some Tyrion.
A live character would be Jon Snow. And when he came back, like zombie Jon Snow, I was like just
Pretty
all
cool.
over again.
Yeah.
I love the I can't ever remember her name. The Fire Witch.
Melisandre.
You liked her?
Yeah, Melisandre. I love her, but only in old lady form.
Oh, no,
Wait,
no.
naked old lady form or covered?
That's the only form there
Yeah,
is.
exactly. Like I was like, I am not a fan of this Melisandre character, and then she takes the necklace off and she's old. I'm like, I love her. She's great.
This seems a lot more natural. I'm feeling this.
I'm good with this. I'm not a fan of all the plastic. Let's get it out of there. Even somehow in medieval times there was plastic surgery.
It's much more natural now. I like
Exactly. If no one who watches Game of Thrones does not understand how much of a sarcastic joke that was, they're gonna be like, I gotta look for this old lady. Oh God!
So many people lose their computers from just puking all over it.
Flip it, throw it across the room. Anyway, so we talked Game of Thrones. Any other shows we want to cover before I run through my list real quick?
Run through it.
Okay. Mine are all the nerd shows. I'm super excited for. Never thought I'd be saying these words in my life. I'm super excited for what the CW's got going later this year.
Oh my gosh.
They're good shows, man. Get Netflix, or you have Netflix. Watch the previous seasons. They just got Supergirl now. CBS sold the rights or whatever of Supergirl over to CW.
Uh-huh.
So now Supergirl's gonna be on Monday night. You got Arrow on Tuesday. The Flash on Wednesday, and Legends of Tomorrow on Thursday. So you got 4 straight nights of just superhero awesomeness. They're doing plenty of crossovers. what I do find funny though is Stephen Amell, who plays Arrow. He was talking in an interview and he said something really funny. They were like yeah, we didn't get any new information at Comic-Con about the crossover except for the fact that Supergirl's going to be the first one. And he's like, of course she is. She's on Monday nights. Like it was just kind of funny. But yeah, so Supergirl. The first season did not really impress me. It was kind of cool, but I think with the guy who's doing Arrow, Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, it's all the same guy. So with him taking over Supergirl, I really think it's going to go in a much better direction. I'm hoping Arrow gets better. The first 2 seasons were phenomenal, and I'm not trying to discourage you guys from watching it. Like, they're still good seasons, but the first 2 were amazing, and then the third and fourth, they were good, but like you could see just a slight decline. I really hope they get back to their roots and stuff, and keep it going. The Flash has only gotten better. Season 1 was good. Season 2 was better. It looks like Season 3 they're getting into the Flashpoint paradox, so that's going to be good. And then Legends of Tomorrow was just shockingly good. Mm-hmm. So that picture you have coming, that's from Injustice. Yep. They actually based her before she turns into Supergirl when she's like in her street clothes. They based that look based on the character from the TV show.
That's pretty cool.
This character looks terrifying.
Yeah, her face is doing too hot.
Yeah. She's melting. But yeah, those are the shows I'm looking for. I will say this until someone proves me wrong. I think DC is winning TV shows while Marvel's winning the movies. Like, I love Daredevil and I love Jessica Jones, but I think Arrow and Flash were better.
Jessica Jones
was really good. And that's my next segue into the Marvel TV shows.
Cage is coming out. Luke Cage. Yeah.
Luke Cage is coming out. They're coming out with an Iron Fist show. Jessica Jones Season 2 is eventually coming out. I think it's probably November.
Wait, Jessica Jones Season 2? I thought they were going to just do Luke Cage after that.
I don't know. I haven't heard about Jessica Jones Season 2. I just assumed that they'd be doing a Season 2.
Okay.
Unless, you know what they might be doing? They might just be doing one season of each and then just putting them in the Defenders. Because I know the Defenders show is coming out, and that's going to be Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Iron Fist. So they already did the Jessica Jones season. They might do one season of Luke Cage, one season of Iron Fist, and then put them all together in the Defenders.
It was just the 3 of them?
There might be more, but...
Daredevil wasn't part of it?
He is. I just don't know if they're going to put him in it.
Oh.
Because
I think it makes sense with it.
It is, but his show's doing so well by itself, they might just keep him by himself.
I felt like the second season of Daredevil was incredible until the very last episode.
Yeah.
I did not care for the last episode.
What happened in that? Oh, isn't that when what's her name finds out? Deborah or no, that's
Elektra?
her real name.
Elektra?
No. Oh, I knew about Elektra. Elektra.
Elektra gets killed. Well,
but she's coming back.
Yeah. Because
they put her in that. They put her in the Marvel version of the Lazarus Pit, is what I called it.
That's interesting. There's so she got killed, and then the Japanese pseudo main villain was killed, and then they have that league that they're still facing.
Didn't they just find out about, or didn't? I can't remember her name in the show. It's the redhead, or I guess she might be blonde in that. The one that was dating Froggy for a while and dated Matt.
The lawyer?
Yeah, the girl. Didn't she just find out about him being Daredevil? I thought on the last episode he told her.
Yes, right.
So I'm kind of excited to see how that dynamic's going to play out.
They didn't say anything about Kingpin either.
Oh, I mean, they showed him in the prison, so...
Right, I think he was trying to get out, so he might be another villain, too. He kind of entered.
What other villains are they going to do? I'm not sure what other villains they can do. Bullseye. They haven't done Bullseye yet. That could be one.
Right. I'm going to be honest, though. That whole season, the only character I really cared about was the Punisher. He was absolutely amazing.
He was. And I like that they kind of changed his story a little bit. It made him more of a sympathetic, kind of anti-hero.
Yeah, he was crazy. He took a bullet to the head.
Yeah.
He lost his mind.
And then what? Oh, I like the guy with the pills too.
Nuke.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I was hoping they would do a Nuke Punisher run-in. You know, now the Punisher like, why the hell are you so strong?
It's just awkward. Like they just pass each other in the street. Hey, what's up?
I get this feeling we need to fight.
They just keep walking. They're just like, all right, be on your way.
Or they could just have this moment where they team up and they're like dancing through fields, shooting bad guys, getting covered with blood.
If they did that, like Daredevil, like that'd be the end of the Daredevil show. He's dead.
Just everyone gets killed in this pathway of destruction.
Somehow Foggy's the hero.
Somehow.
Foggy took over, but
oh,
yeah,
there was it's not considered a TV show, but the movies. I took your advice and I watched the Justice League movies. The one with the Flashpoint.
Yes.
Really like that one.
That's why I'm super excited for season 3 of The Flash, because they're kind of delving into that. Now, obviously, they're not going to be able to do it like completely right because they don't have the rights to Batman and everything. Right. But I just like the idea that like he went back in time and saved his mother from being murdered, and that's going to have ripples in the space-time continuum, and like everything's going to be different when he gets back. So like season 3 is going to be like completely different.
Are there going to be Nazis?
Could be. No.
How do you have Nazis when you change the past?
How do you have a time paradox without zombie Nazis?
Exactly. Well, I'm wondering. Legends of Tomorrow really dealt with Vandal Savage, who, if you don't know anything about Vandal Savage from the comics, he's basically immortal.
Fred Savage.
Well, it is Fred Savage. He changed his name to Vandal.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah. Okay. No, Vandal Savage is basically immortal. And I'm wondering if he was a big part of Legends of Tomorrow and they finally killed him. Mm-hmm. I'm wondering if Flash is going to screw all that up. Like, I'm wondering if him going back in time somehow has a ripple effect and Vandal Savage is able to know a little more information, especially since Legends of Tomorrow is all about time travel. And at the very end of Season 1, they're getting ready to go on another mission and go back in time and go save some more stuff and everything. And another, like, what they call, it's not Time Lord. Another Time Lord
show.
I think Doctor Who is something similar, but it might be a Time Master. I think Time Master is Doctor. I don't know. Either way, it's funny though because the guy who's a Time Lord in Legends of Tomorrow played an assistant or an apprentice on Doctor Who.
Oh.
So it's just kind of a funny tie-in. But anyway, another Time Lord lands right when they're about to leave, and he's like, hey, you guys can't leave. It's a life or death situation. And they're like, whose lives? And he's like, yours. And like that's how it ends. So it's like something crazy is going to happen, and I'm wondering if Flash going back in time had an effect on the Legends of Tomorrow and everything. So it's a lot of confusing stuff. It's hard to explain. You have to watch the show. It's really cool. It's time travel is one of the most confusing things to explain person to person. You just got to watch it.
That's because everyone changes it.
It is. But it was surprisingly good. I watched it just because I was really into Arrow and Flash. I wanted to see what it was going to be about, and it was surprisingly, I think, Season 1 of Legends of Tomorrow I liked better than Season 4 of Arrow. It was just really interesting, so it was really cool. But anyway, that's it for my TV shows. Anything else we're going to talk about before we do a quick segue to movies?
I got nothing.
No.
Okay. Real quick movies. We'll be quick on movies. Movies coming out. Suicide Squad, a couple weeks. Anyone excited besides me?
No.
Shut up, Matt. Get out of here.
I'm gonna go see it with Brad. So,
Brad!
Yeah, Brad.
Who's Brad?
Who's that guy?
Is that the painting's name? Is that Brad?
Yeah.
Brad the
Behind
Bronco.
you. Yeah, Brad the Bronco. The painting behind you, doofus.
What?
The picture.
I got.
Is that Brad?
No, fool.
Oh, all right then. Anyway, yeah, I'm really excited. I'm not gonna talk any crap about Jared Leto until I see the movie, because everyone gave crap to Heath Ledger. He did phenomenal. I think it's gonna be great. I'm super excited for Harley Quinn. I think she's gonna be the best part of the movie. And yeah, I'm just excited in general. It feels better than Dawn of Justice was already just from the trailers.
Oh yeah, yeah. Dawn of Justice was a big heap of no surprises. I mean, it was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what I'll say is though, everyone keeps saying if you go and watch the 30-minute extended cut, it really helps the movie. When they released it on DVD, there's an extra 30 minutes that tied up a lot of loose ends and everything, and it's what the movie should have been, but they made them cut it. So I haven't seen that yet, so I have to go give that a chance. So
yeah, I have to check it out.
Yeah, but everyone that I know that was hating on the movie originally said that extended cut fixed all their issues. Which my biggest issue was I enjoyed the movie. I said it felt too rushed. Like they were setting up 3 separate movies all within the first hour of that movie.
Right.
It's like
you understand why though.
I know, but it's like they had to give you Batman's history, even though we already know Batman's history. They had to kind of do a quick recap of Batman's history. They had to show you what Superman's been up to all this whole time. They had to introduce Wonder Woman. They had to set up the Justice League, and then we finally got the fight at the end. But that first hour and a half of the movie was just throwing information at the wall and hoping something stuck. And I'm hoping that the extra 30 minutes gives it the proper time to kind of unfold and gives it what the time it needed.
It's just B-roll of Superman changing in the telephone booth.
That would make it better for me. I'd be like, yes.
Oh, yeah, now I see how he does it. Right, I got it.
Who invented buttons on this planet?
They have to show the hidden zipper in the back. Oh, I got it now.
That's why he wears the cape.
Oh.
My God.
So, Suicide Squad, I'm excited for. One I'm not excited for, but I'm going to see because it's Marvel Studios and I know it's going to be good, is Doctor Strange.
Yep.
I never have cared about Doctor Strange at all.
No one cared about Thor either.
Exactly. And I still don't care about Thor, but it was a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
But
they made him as cool as they could have.
The only thing that's making me excited for Doctor Strange is, one, it's Benedict Cumberbatch, who I really enjoy as an actor, and also, it's from what I've seen from the trailers, they made it very Inception-esque, like the buildings kind of folding over itself. It's going to be like a mind F of a movie. Like you're going to be watching and be like, that just blew my mind.
Is that what you're going to be like in the theater? You're going to be like Batman surprised.
Anime surprised.
Anime surprise.
That's
what I actually named one. I actually named one of my emojis on my phone Anime Surprise. Yeah. Every time I send it to Ray, I have to label it.
It cracks me up every single time, too.
What's
sad is no one with an iPhone will ever experience that joy because I sent it to Amanda, and she didn't get the same thing.
Yeah, it's different on the iPhones.
Yeah, stupid iPhone people will never know the anime joy. So yeah, that's all. I mean, there's a lot of movies coming out. We can talk about it in a future episode, but the biggest one right now is Suicide Squad. I'm excited for Jared Leto's portrayal. I think it's going to be different than Heath Ledger's, but I'm not going to say it's necessarily going to be bad. I didn't mind Ben Affleck. A lot of people gave him crap. I thought he did fine. For the type of Batman that they were trying to portray, he did fine. Like he's supposed to be very much like the Frank Miller Batman, who is very, I almost want to say psychotic. Like
old.
He's old, but he's so driven.
Yeah.
I mean, the beginning of the Frank Miller Batman, he's contemplating letting himself die in a fiery car crash, and he even says, like, this would be a good way to die, but not yet. And he, like, ejects at the last minute. So, like, he's kind of looking for something to kill him.
Yeah.
So, I like that. Exactly. But I like that Ben Affleck's version of Batman was very, like, he didn't care if Superman killed him, because he had nothing more to accomplish. Like, he was done at this point. So, it was interesting.
What a way to retire. Oh,
yeah.
That sounds like a great way to kill myself.
Well, and that's the thing, though. Like, that was the whole point, was he's been Batman for so long that he has no idea of how to not be Batman anymore. Like he can't just go back to being Bruce Wayne because Batman's been such a huge part of his life for so many years. It's almost like a sports player. Like if you played professional sports for 20 years, then you retire. You don't know what to do with yourself because that's all your life had been.
Mm-hmm.
So
Interesting.
it's like that's why he when he saw Superman, he saw it as a challenge. Like that was his ultimate challenge. Like I have to beat this guy. And in the Frank Miller Batman, that's really what it was about. As he's kicking Superman's butt, he's basically saying like, I want you to remember that I'm the one that did this to you. Me, a man, did this to you.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's the kind of Batman that Ben Affleck was portraying. Was he was almost obsessed. So, I thought he did well.
Yeah, I really liked him as Batman. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I definitely liked him more than Christian Bale. I've always hated Christian Bale as Batman.
Now here's the thing, and I'll say this till my dying day. Christian Bale made a great Bruce Wayne, just a terrible Batman.
Oh yeah.
Christian Bale's kind of a douchebag, and that's who Bruce Wayne was like. Bruce Wayne was acting like a douchebag, so no one suspected him to be Batman.
Yeah.
And like Christian Bale played that role phenomenal. Like when he brings the prostitutes into the hotel that he just bought, like I believed Christian Bale would do that.
He probably did.
That wasn't even in the script. He just literally
did American Psycho.
It's true.
Yeah. They just filmed him doing that at his hotel and put it in the movie and then voiced it over.
He's also so rich that he didn't even realize, like he hadn't been paying attention all the whole movie. He didn't realize that Maggie Gyllenhaal was recast for Katie Holmes. Like he kept calling her Katie the whole time they were working on the project.
In his Batman voice.
Hey Katie, what are you doing?
So
the best way to do Batman is just never close your mouth.
All I could see when he did that was his tongue just flapping up and down.
Just a quick segue. If anyone's looking to do a great Batman impression, it's not just the gravelly voice. You have to never close your mouth and you never actually finish a word. It's like, hey Jack, what are you doing? Hey, how are you?
Donald Trump.
He's like Donald Trump.
Exactly. But growly, a little more growly.
Yeah.
Well, if he was like a true Donald Trump, he would have to have a frown in between sentences.
Hey, you're fired. Yeah, I'm Batman, and you're fired.
Maybe that would have fixed it.
Wow. Yeah. Can't fire Alfred. He quits.
Oh shit.
Alfred had like a Stockholm syndrome thing going on. It's like this guy's terrible to me, but I'm gonna stay. He's not. It's a job. I doubt Batman pays him anymore. I'm pretty sure he just lets him live in his house and feeds him food. That's it.
Where else would he go?
Exactly. Well, I like that Alfred. I love. Oh, let's talk about that real quick. I love Jeremy Irons as Alfred.
Me too.
The way they portrayed Alfred was like Michael Caine was like. Each Alfred has been different. Like the original Alfred from like the Michael Keaton Batman and everything, he was strictly a butler. Like that was really all he was. Like he had a couple one-liners and he gave a little bit of advice, but his main role was the butler. Then Michael Caine comes in and he was more of like a father figure and he was kind of like the advisor. Mm-hmm. The Jeremy Irons Alfred is the version of Alfred I've always loved, where he's not just like, oh, let me like launder your cape for you. Like he is like Batman's partner. Like he helps him. And I thought it was so cool, like when he takes control of the Batmobile and everything, and like I just love that he was like really cool, and it showed that he was very calm in like kind of like a battle situation because he used to be a member of MI6.
He reminds me of the butler from Big O.
Oh my god!
Matt knows what I'm talking about.
It's a giant robot anime, of course.
See if you can bring up the butler from Big O, Matt.
I will do this.
The way Jeremy Irons portrayed him is very much how that's another DC show that I love is Gotham. The way that the Alfred in Gotham is being portrayed, he's much more of he's kind of a badass. Like he gets out there and he's able to teach Bruce Wayne hand-to-hand combat. Like I just love that.
Mm-hmm.
That he's not just cleaning his clothes.
He'd never be able to get another job as a butler because he would just get in there and be like trying to clean a bat cave that doesn't exist.
He gets in there and he's like, all right, Master Jim, would you like me to show you an uppercut now?
Taking apart an M16 in between his shifts.
Like this guy right here.
See, that's the butler.
That's the butler.
Yes.
He's
incredible.
He's just
great.
always calm until he's shooting something.
He's always calm till he's not.
That one's blocked.
Oh
Here's
my.
a good one.
I love it. They need to bring that show back.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so anybody else got any movies we want to talk about? Or are we ready to move on to the big one, the video games?
I'm gonna rattle off a quick list real quick.
All right, boom, do it.
All right, we got John Wick number 2, the second movie.
Oh, really?
We've got Kong Island. It's supposed
Oh
to.
my gosh.
That
I'm ready for that.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked for that. Samuel L. Jackson's gonna be in it, which is amazing.
What?
Yeah.
Please tell me he's voicing King Kong.
I'm sick of all these mother.
I want this blonde lady out my face. Throws her off the building.
Say Kong one more time. Say Kong one more
I've discovered
time.
it's very difficult to do a Samuel L. Jackson impression without dropping an F-bomb.
It's
really
you can't. It's
difficult.
not an
Like you
impression.
can.
It's not an impression unless you are. We've got Purge, the new Purge movie, election year.
See, I think the thing about the Purge is it's a great concept, but I feel like they ruined it with all the cheap jump scares. Like it has the potential to be like a Stephen King style horror film, because Stephen King did not go for jump scares very often. Like he had maybe one or two, but most of his horror was like you're watching it and it just it's eerie. And the Purge had that potential, but then because the way horror films need to be now, like if you don't get jump out of your seat 42 times, it's not a true horror film.
I don't know.
It's too violent to be like that.
I felt like the second Purge movie was almost to me like if Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal became president for a day. Like that's all I could think, because every other person was dressed up like a clown, was killing people. That's exactly how I would imagine this. So there's that. Shoot, lost my train of thought. Oh, Ben-Hur. Whoever cares about that.
Oh, that actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about it. I don't think it's going to be like the first one, because people... Okay, so here's the fact about the first Ben-Hur movie. The chariot race, people actually died.
Yeah.
When you're watching that, you're watching people get killed.
Uh-huh.
No one's going to be able to recreate that.
Sure they can. I believe in them.
They could get some third world actors and kill them on scene or something. Promise them.
Terrible.
I
Why are
feel
you
like that's illegal.
No, it's legal. I'm sure this is legal.
It's all good in Hollywood.
It's all legal in Hollywood. We've got Sausage Party, which looks really funny to me. I cried. That looked really funny. That scene where they had the food walking around, and I think there was a piece of food. It was an Oreo, and his cookie fell off, and he was looking for it. It was like the scene from Full Metal Jacket.
Oh yeah.
No, Saving Private Ryan, I think it was, where the guy's looking for his arm. This is sick. I need to see this.
This is sick.
I loved that the potato was Irish. I'm the first one chosen. I'm going to the promised land.
That scene where he's like, they're eating kids. I'll definitely be seeing that.
How the beach barricade is right there too.
I want to know what caused the scene. What caused it?
It's got to be flour or something.
No, it's the freezer.
Is it the freezer?
Yeah. If you watch it, if you watch the full trailer, they're in a freezer. At least that's what I saw. It looked like a freezer to me.
So it must be a guy with the munchies just attacking the fridge.
I thought you were asking. I wonder what came about, how this movie came about. And I was going to say drugs. That's how it came about.
Yeah, that's definitely how it came about.
It literally is it'd be like if you and me sat down and got really high. That's something we would come up with.
We'd probably just eat White Castle like we always do.
Well, not that we've ever been really high. Like we just eat White Castle. That's a sad thing. It's like other people can be like, yeah, when I get high, I eat a ton of White Castle. We're like, yeah, that's why we ate White Castle.
What did we order last time? A 30-pack?
It was like the briefcase of burgers.
Briefcase of burgers.
It really is. It's like a briefcase of like 30 sliders, and we just split them in half.
Taco Bell has that too.
Have you ever stacked as many White Castles on one that you could and just tried to crunch it down and eat it?
If you succeed, the world explodes.
I gotta try it. I gotta do it. Okay, there's Assassin's Creed, which actually,
that looks really good.
I'm actually pretty surprised about that. I'm actually kind of excited.
It does look good, but I'm still wary because it is still a video game movie. The one saving grace that I think that's going to make me want to see it is the fact that it's Michael Fassbender.
Matt's like,
I love Michael Fassbender.
I like Michael Fassbender, yeah.
Yeah, I was actually kind of excited. They did a short series. I think Electronic Arts or something, Activision maybe put out like a short series, and you saw I think how Altair. No, it was after him. I think it was after what happened with Revelations or something. And there were some events that they didn't talk about in the game, and it was actually pretty good. So for them to make like a full-fledged movie, I trust them.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
How did Warcraft do? Because everyone said that Warcraft was like the beginning of like good video game movies, but I didn't see it because I've never played World of Warcraft.
Seriously? Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I didn't hear anything about that.
I never saw it.
Well, and it was before it came out though. I hadn't heard any reviews about it, but everyone was saying like based on the trailers and stuff like that, Warcraft was going to be because Warcraft had trailers and then Assassin's Creed had a trailer, and a lot of people said that Warcraft was going to be the beginning of like video game movies being good, which I hope is the case because they're still talking about making a Mass Effect movie, and I really, really hope that Warcraft is good and Assassin's Creed is good because I really want a good Mass Effect movie. Like,
right, those things have nothing to do with each other.
Yeah, no, but they do though. Like if someone can pull off a good video game movie in a genre that generally is bad, they're gonna learn from that. They're gonna take that and learn. They may even get the same director or something. Like if someone can take a genre that is known for being terrible, a genre that gave us Super Mario Brothers the movie, then hopefully someone learns from whoever's doing it right.
The directors of these movies are a bunch of no-names so far.
Yeah,
it's probably a problem right there.
No, I mean the good ones are though.
Yeah, they are.
Here's the problem though. The problem is most of the times the director doesn't know anything about the video games, and that's where the problem starts happening. You gotta get someone who actually has a passion for the game to make a good movie.
That's true. I can see that.
I did read though, or I saw an article that was basically like why video games will never make a good movie, and it's because video games you get there's very little substance to a video game. Even like a video game like Uncharted, there's cutscenes and stuff. But then a big bulk of the game is fighting. It's shooting, and it's hard to put that into.
That's why they need to make a Metal Gear movie.
That'd be a confusing ass. But I feel like a movie would probably turn out better than the game because the game was confusing as all hell.
So would the movie.
Yeah, but at least
war economy.
I think the movie needs to be all first person from Snake's vision. But he's in a box the whole time.
He's in a box looking through a peephole.
Eye hole. Yeah.
I think I don't think all movies. There's so many different genres out in terms of games that you can't say for sure. Like there's not enough substance to a game because some games are nothing but cinematics, like Heavy Rain. There's Detroit, that new game coming out too.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's hard to take. You get attached to a character and like you don't see all those cinematics back to back. Like a game can span you anywhere between 8 to 10 hours, and to condense that into a 2-hour format it loses some of that attachment.
Yeah, I mean, if you tried, I would love to watch this, but I'm sure most people wouldn't. If you tried to make a God of War game, that game had about as much substance to it as a chicken sandwich. I mean,
Yeah.
just like
I mean,
there was no emotion in it. It was just a crazy angry dude.
There's talks of an Uncharted movie. There's talks of Mass Effect. There's talks of Last of Us, which I
don't
believe,
need that in my life.
Well, they missed out on a perfect opportunity because when they originally started talking about it, they were gonna cast Ellie to be Arya Stark.
You mean the girl played Arya Stark?
Yeah, the girl who played Arya Stark. She was Macy Williams. She was gonna play Ellie, but now she's too old.
Oh.
But what I really wanted though is I really wanted her to play Ellie, and I wanted Sean Bean to play Joel, just so he could. Sean Bean to play Arya.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but
that would work.
Yeah, that would work. I thought of that when I heard that she was rumored to play Ellie, and I saw her and Ned Stark's dynamic in the first season of Game of Thrones. I was like, he needs to be Joel. That needs to be Joel right there. So.
That's true. She's got the mouth for it too. I could see her cursing and me being okay with it.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, that's cool. Now she's
natural.
cool.
You know who should be Joel?
Who?
James Purefoy.
Who?
Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable.
Is that a name I'm supposed to know?
Yeah, for sure.
Who is it?
Purefoy?
It's this guy. This guy right here.
Play on.
I don't know who that is.
Oh my gosh.
Looks good with a beard.
Yeah.
That'd probably work.
Well,
Who is that?
I think he's a good actor.
Well, what has he been in? Name some stuff he's been in.
I don't think he's American. Is he English, British actor?
Yeah,
90% of Hollywood is British.
It's true.
of course.
What has he been in? Name something he's been in.
Rome, the HBO series.
Oh, I didn't see that.
The
so.
Following, that show with Kevin Bacon.
I thought Kevin Bacon was the
Solomon.
show with Kevin Bacon.
Oh, Raven. He was in A Knight's Tale. That movie
Yeah.
made back in the early 2000s.
Who was he in that?
A Knight.
That was just an educated guess, and you're right.
He probably wasn't even a knight. Colville?
Yeah.
You just.
I don't know.
You're just saying names now. He was in Febreze.
I'm looking at the IMDb page. It says Colville.
He was in Resident Evil.
He was in Watching Paint Dry. That was a great movie.
He was in Maybe Baby.
Why would I know that?
How do you not know that?
I feel like you're making fun of my sexuality somehow, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
I am.
Anyway, any other movies, Chess?
I got nothing. I'm sure there's some other stuff out there, but
the only other movies that I'm anything interested in, I'm seeing Ghostbusters and probably Star Trek both this coming weekend. So.
Oh,
yeah,
I
want to see Star Trek.
The second one didn't really impress me. So like, I love the first one. The second one was all right, but I don't know. We'll see.
It was a fun movie.
I got an IMAX out here, so every movie I see is great. Even if it's just the very beginning where they're like, "Welcome to IMAX," and they're like, "Oh my god, this movie's gonna be great."
I just saw The Hangover 7 in IMAX, and it was the most epic thing ever.
And then you watch on your TV, and you're like, I want to slit my throat.
All right, so let's move on to video games, guys. I'm gonna let you guys take this one because my list is a lot shorter, I'm sure. But video games, E3 just announced a bunch of stuff. Comic-Con's got, well, I guess Comic-Con's not really announcing games; they're more announcing movies and other stuff. Oh, real quick, movies. I can't believe I almost forgot this. Power Rangers 2017. I'm
Really?
so pumped.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, I'm so pumped. I'm not 100% thrilled with the way the costumes look, but whatever. I'll give it a shot. It seems like they're taking the movie very seriously, and the way I know this is because Bryan Cranston is Zordon.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That's actually how I knew I wanted to see Godzilla, because like I was worried that Godzilla was going to be awful, and then I saw Bryan Cranston was in it, even though it was a very short amount of time. But I was like, I think Bryan Cranston is much more picky with his roles now, so I feel like if he reads a script, if he doesn't think it's going to be a good movie, he wouldn't sign on. So, and I love Godzilla. I thought Godzilla was great. You know, a lot of critics gave it a bad review. I thought it was awesome. Yeah, that's the suits. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope.
They look good. They just I was hoping they'd look a little bit more like the originals, but you know everything I keep seeing posted about it is remember the past, embrace the future. So I think it's gonna be cool.
Very alien.
Yeah, and well, and technically they are, because Zordon is an alien in the original show. And I've always said I rewatched the original series on Netflix. It's super cheesy. Acting is terrible, but the story is there. Like, if someone, and I've been saying for years, if someone took the original Power Rangers story and made it more adult, it would be awesome. It's epic. It's epic, guys. But
I'm just glad that Michael Bay is not directing it.
Yes, that's true.
I feel like it would have been more accurate if he directed it.
Yeah. Well, and the thing about the story is, and I saw like a gritty short film about it. It is kind of effed up. Like, Zordon is an alien from another planet who comes to Earth and recruits teenagers. These are teenagers. They're kids to fight a war that's not theirs. Like, this war is between Zordon and Rita Repulsa, and he gets these people from Earth to fight his battles. And if you think about it, it's kind of like, wow, that's a little dark.
It makes sense. I mean, you come down to a planet and give a bunch of cool weapons and powered up suits, and the kids are like, "Oh, awesome!"
Yeah, like, well, in this short film took like a much different approach than the new movie's gonna take, obviously. But it was more about their life after being Rangers, and like they all had PTSD, and it was very much.
What?
Well, it was cool to think about. Like, they're kids fighting a war essentially, and it's like that would mess up their minds. And like the Green Ranger, like he can never go back to civilian life. He's constantly fighting battles, and like it's just like a really cool story. And when I saw that, I was like, obviously take a little bit of a tone down, but like the story itself is kind of a cool story. It's all about like an alien war that comes to our planet, and like he recruits Earth to help him. It's a cool story, so I think the movie's going to do well. I'm hoping they go a different route than Ninja Turtles did. Like, they rebooted it, but they made it like they still made it really childish and goofy, and like just they made it more of a comedy. And I'm hoping Power Rangers is more of like an action film. So, but that's my last movie. I totally forgot about that. Anyway, video games, guys. Let's go. What do you got for video games?
Let's go with first. I don't know. I guess I could just rattle off some more stuff again. We've got God of War 4, which
with hopefully some remastered of the original 3, because I'd love to play those.
You should. I mean, you own a PlayStation 4, so you need some of that history.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I just want to put out like a game theory that I heard about this, and I'm really like, I don't think they're going to do this, but I thought it was a really cool idea. Basically, to not ruin it, I mean, you can see this coming. If you play the first game, you can assume by the third game, Kratos ends up killing everyone. I mean, that's what he's setting out to do. So, assuming that he does that, he kills all the gods. All the gods of Olympus are dead. And there's no more gods left, except they release hope into the world. And you got to play the game. You'll see.
That's beautiful.
But someone came up with this theory, because in the fourth game, he has a kid. And he's raising this kid. You don't know anything about his mom. But they say that he ends up killing all the gods of Olympus, and then he himself is the only god left. He's a demigod, but he's still a god. And this game surrounds Norse mythology. So it's like, I guess, dragons for some reason.
Thor's going to beat him.
Well, that's the theory. So they're going to say, since he's the only god left, he's going to become Odin, and his son's going to become Thor. And this is the story leading into that Norse mythology. So I was like,
I want to play this so bad now.
I mean, if that's the idea, I got to say, slow clap. That was awesome.
But hey, that's just a theory. A
That's
game
just a theory. And then we decided.
Unbelievable.
Sorry, Matt Pat, don't sue us, because he's probably watching this, I'm sure.
Yes.
Probably.
I love that show, by the way. I don't know if anyone else watches that, but that's a great show.
What show was that?
Game Theory, hosted by Matt Pat.
I've seen a few of them.
Yeah, basically he takes like video games and like he breaks down like different stuff and figures it out. It's really cool. Anyway, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll send you some episodes.
I'm gonna name off a few co-op games because we're really low on sit on the couch with your buddy and play co-op.
Yes.
So there's a few of those coming out. Battleborn, I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but it's very similar to, what's that really popular one out right now? Overwatch. It's like Overwatch.
It's a first-person MOBA.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. It's very RPG-ish. But I think you can build your character per match.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. So that one looks pretty cool. There's a story mode, I think, involved too.
Speaking of Overwatch, Matt, have you played Overwatch?
Yeah, I played both of those games actually.
Is Overwatch worth it? Like, I'm contemplating getting it, but I don't want to drop the money. If I might rent it first and see what I think.
I had a lot of fun with it. I haven't played it in a while because I don't really have any people to play it with. But yeah, I mean, if you
I hear it's good. I would probably pick it up, honestly.
Yeah, the matches are real quick. I mean, you're not like, if you're losing, you're not gonna be losing for a half hour. It's gonna be over soon enough. But
I think I might rent it this weekend. So if you're free,
Yeah,
I'd like to give it a try and see. And then if I like it, I'll go pick it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can watch like a lot of gameplay on it too. That's pretty on point.
I just want to be the gorilla. Looks
He's
awesome.
interesting. He is interesting.
There's a fat guy on there who's
Roadhog is my favorite tank.
Roadhog is OP as a mofo.
Whoa! What are you trying to say?
I'm
Why
just
would
saying. You chose.
Why would I like the fat guy?
All right, so you chose a fat guy when we had our Tekken tournament, and you beat everyone. So I'm just putting that out there.
Sure.
Take it out.
He's really great. He really is great. He's a very good character. He's
have
fun
they
to use.
nerfed him at all?
Have
they nerfed him at all? 'Cause
I don't think so. No.
That is an Audi.
I don't know.
You can one-shot basically anyone with him, as far as I understand.
It depends. It really depends. You can't one-shot tanks or anything, other tanks.
That's true.
But
you can get pretty close.
You can do some hilarious stuff though. Like if you're falling off the map, you can hook someone and like on the edge and like
pull them off.
Pull them off with you. It's really funny. I've seen a lot of crazy stuff with him.
I want to do this.
Yeah, I've seen some pretty cool stuff with that too.
All right, so what else you got, Jazz?
Okay, I've got For Honor, since we're still on co-op games, which I mentioned that because apparently there's a full story mode which can be played with a friend. Yeah, I don't think it's pop in and out because that's not how the game is made. I don't know if it's like couch split screen.
Probably
I don't
not.
know if that's an option, but you can play it with any of your friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then the online mode is really co-op based too. Like there's a lot of NPCs, but your main characters are going to be like
the ones
basically
battling.
tank heroes. And I think anyone can have a lot of fun with that. So I'm looking forward to it. It looks like a smart version of Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, kind of, but it's head-to-head. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be cool.
Yeah, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Yeah. Death Stranding, since I'm off of co-op games now. It's a new game by the guy who made
Kojima.
Metal Gear. Yeah, Kojima.
And
don't know anything about it.
That's the one starring Daryl from The Walking Dead, Norman Reedus.
Yeah. With the oily baby, yeah.
The oily baby and the 42 dog tags.
Yeah.
I don't know much about it. I tried reading up on it. Apparently, death is a big part of it, and I guess he's trying to change the way death is viewed in the game. So I don't know if it's going to be like a Dark Souls sort of thing.
Probably not.
I hope not.
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
I swear if I get killed by a rat.
That's your only problem.
It's okay. There's a ton of dead whales, so they're already dead.
Woo!
Fine.
All
There are
right.
dead whales. Yeah, it's I don't know. Titanfall 2, nobody cares. Days Gone, which looked really cool.
That's the zombie one?
That drops.
Yeah.
That drops in December.
Really?
Does it?
Yeah, December
Oh.
26th.
Okay.
Oh, of 2017. Sorry.
It reminded me of a mix between Last of Us, World War Z, and Walking Dead. Maybe more World War Z and Last of Us. I like how the zombies like piled on top of each other. I thought that was really cool.
Did you see the video of it? That was really funny at the end when he just funneled them all onto that little plank.
Onto the bridge. I thought he was done.
Yeah, I thought he was dead for sure.
That's not. Yeah, and then you see them all like crawling
How
up
do you
the silo.
escape from this? Yeah, right.
You know, that guy screwed up. Then there's Resident Evil 7.
That
Yay.
is strange. Did you
It's
see that,
very
Ray?
different.
No, I didn't see it.
It's first person.
The whole
Yeah,
thing?
Resident Evil, first person.
it looks more like Silent Hill to me, honestly.
It looks like that PT that was out for PS4. You remember that?
Yeah.
That's
I
exactly
remember
what
that.
it looks like.
Then we got oh, go ahead.
Yeah. So then there's Friday the 13th, the game where you actually get to play as Jason Voorhees.
That looks kind of
or-
fun.
Yeah, I actually thought that looked kind of fun. We actually played a game like that on Little Big Planet,
Yeah,
where you could be the slasher and you had to like find and kill your friends.
Matt, that's a game. That's a game you need to get, man. That's so fun.
3?
Yeah,
I actually just picked it up on PS4 because it was like $6.
dude.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
Chance, get your PSN. We gotta have a game night this weekend playing Little Big Planet.
I'll get that together because
Make it
we
happen.
won't touch the story mode at all. We'll just go
No,
online.
the story mode's garbage. Online's so good.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And then the last game.
I was gonna say I have a Batman costume and I do not break character. I speak as Batman the entire time I'm playing.
That's one thing you'll really like about it. You can dress up as anyone. Like
How do you like that?
Chaz has a God of War outfit.
I do.
I have
It's
seen that
Kratos.
actually.
Yeah, it's Kratos. I think they've got some Bloodborne. You can be a hunter from Bloodborne.
Yeah,
There's everyone. I can't think of a game where you can't be that person.
it's awesome.
And then my last game I want to talk about is No Man's Sky, and I could go on for days about that. I'm really excited.
I don't know much about it, but the little bit I have seen, I'm really excited for. I have to do some more research on it.
I just hope it's a little deeper than it appears to be right now. But I think, yeah, it will. I think it'll be a fun exploration game for sure.
That is August 9th.
August 9th? I thought it was closer to the 20th.
Wow.
No, this is. I do not have a list from GameStop, but it is August 9th.
I hope that doesn't get you fired.
It was put on the counter for customers to see. It's fine. I'm getting people to pre-order. Guys, pre-order.
There you go.
There you go.
Pre-order, August
That's
9th.
right there.
Come see me.
GameStop.
GameStop. Yeah, apparently there's a story involved in it, but I think it's not quite as bad as the Dark Souls games, but you have to figure it out based on information that you find when you land on planets.
Are there
Find
space
relics and
rats?
stuff.
Yeah. Always.
There's space whales apparently.
No!
Mm.
No!
Yeah, think about that one. Digest that for a second.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna look up some more stuff on it because I really do want to try it out. It's just one of those games like I don't want to just get it because you guys are getting it because that's what happened with Bloodborne. That was a mistake.
I encourage you not to get it if I get it because one of the things the developers said is don't try to find your friends.
Yeah, the galaxy is so big.
That you just like you could probably find generally where they are, but that's not enough.
Do you think I would like it?
I don't know.
I don't know. Do you like
can't say.
exploring?
Kinda.
Do you like flying spaceships?
I do like
You
flying.
can do whatever you want. I guess you can.
Can I name my guy Commander Shepard?
No.
I'm gonna name him Commander Shepard.
Unbelievable.
Don't get the game.
I'm gonna fly around and just be like, I'm Commander Shepard!
I don't encourage it. Oh, let me just mention this one last thing too. There's a game whose name I don't recall. It's on Xbox exclusive, and I guess you can ride dragons around, and you kill these giant monsters together with your friends, and it's completely customizable. I guess you can customize your character and your dragons.
That's called The Sims. This is your dragon.
The Sims. This is your dragon.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh, and Neo. There's a game called Neo, which is kind of like Dark Souls.
Oh yeah, that looks pretty sweet. It also looks super hard. I watched a lot of gameplay of that while the beta was out, and people are just dying left and right.
Is that just a Keanu Reeves simulator?
Almost.
Well, you play the only white guy. It's based off of the only white samurai, right?
Oh yeah, he has like a really English name, doesn't he?
yeah, it's based off of a real person apparently.
Shut the samurai.
Yeah, you could change your stance in this game, which is it really adds a whole nother dimension. It's kind of like For Honor in that you have to match stances for the situation, but it's a lot more fast-paced.
So is it like The Witcher 1? That had a lot of stance stuff in it.
Yeah, but wasn't that well, yeah.
That wasn't turn-based or anything.
Right. But it wasn't like Fallout, right? It wasn't like a point system.
Fallout.
I didn't really see the game.
No, Witcher 1 was real-time combat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this one's pretty quick. So, I don't know. And it's very, it's kind of Dark Souls. If you die, you can find your blood stain or whatever. Get back your stuff.
Pick up your knapsack and keep going with your tail tucked between your legs.
That's right. Anyway, I'm done for now. Have at it.
I mean, my entire list is just Call of Duty Infinite War. I just love the idea that Call of Duty wasn't bad enough already, so let's send them to space.
I knew they were going to do this.
It's like they did not learn from Jason 2000. Like, you can't just send a franchise to space and fix all the problems.
When I saw that trailer where they're like grappling around space junk, I was like, and then like got into like spaceships, I was like, wow, I feel like this is Ace Combat, but I know it's not Ace Combat, and I really wanted it to be. And I was like, oh, it's COD.
the makers of Call of Duty are like, all right, guys, Destiny did really good. You know what? It's like that meme of like the boardroom when the one guy gets thrown out the window.
Yeah.
It's like what do we need to change it? Crazy tricks in space. An actual good campaign mode, and they throw them out the window.
Yeah, you guessed it, people. It's Call of Duty, but in space, with more auto-aim than ever before.
So
and now, Call of Duty Underwater.
Is it still going to be Nazi zombies, or is it going to be Nazi aliens?
Oh, God. Please make it Nazi aliens.
Or alien zombies.
No Fs were given that day. Not one.
I thought alien zombies was cool. Thanks,
I feel like they're doing it wrong. I feel like they need to go back in time and have like muskets first person, and you have to take 10 seconds to load one shot.
That's what I was hoping out of Battlefield 1.
They would go back in time.
Yeah, they're doing what is it, World War I?
Yeah.
Isn't that where all of the Call of Duty games started?
Just go all the way back in time with Call of Duty and just make it like
slingshots.
Like Far Cry Primal style, like you got spears.
There you go.
No, better yet.
That's called chivalry.
Oh.
Better yet, you're a guy who keeps getting flung into different time eras, so you could be shooting like a submachine gun, then all of a sudden you've got like a slingshot.
Oh my gosh, I'd actually play that game. That sounds awesome.
I was leveling up in the year 3016, and now I'm back fighting a dinosaur.
That sounds so cool.
It's just you never know where you're going to end up.
Why are we not developing Call of Duty games?
It's based off of the time traveler's wife. You're just getting flung everywhere because your time traveling genetics are all jacked up. Except
Anyway,
he joined the military.
for some reason. All right, so I actually do have a list here. Going down the list, I was excited for Batman Return to Arkham, which was going to be a remaster of Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, but that has been indefinitely postponed. So thanks, guys. Thanks a lot. I guess we're not getting that game anytime soon. So that was on my list. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Matt, you ready for that?
I'm so ready for that.
Oh, I'm so pumped. Chaz, you need to get it.
Oh my gosh.
You need to get it. It'd be so cool. Because we'd have a Saiyan, then Matt would be Frieza Clan, and Chazzy could be Namekian.
Are they adding any other races?
I don't know. I don't know what else what else could you really add? Were there that many other races that were prevalent?
Human?
It's not like Frieza Clan was prevalent. There
Well,
are
I mean,
there are humans, yeah.
Well, there were three Frieza Clan. Like there was Frieza, Cooler, and
King Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're
If you could be an android.
That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
Android would be cool. It just
Yeah.
looked like a human, though. I mean, what's the difference?
A Saiyan and a human look the same in the game too.
But you could go Super Saiyan with a Saiyan. You can't do that with a human. So like it gives the Saiyan something unique. What would be the unique trait for an android?
Maybe
You can,
You don't have to eat. Like
I don't know. What made the androids popular in the series? I know Cell could absorb other
they
androids.
murdered a lot of people.
There you go. You're crazy. You can't even control your character.
I
Maybe
want
That's
to.
what I know.
The only android you can be is Dr. Gero.
Oh no, Android 19, the creepy looking clown baby.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
There you go.
I want to be whatever race Captain Ginyu is. That's it.
Dude, Ginyu Force was the greatest. I had a character with only Ginyu Force moves, and it was perfect.
He just murdered everyone.
I'm excited for that. The gameplay on the first one was awesome, and it was great. I loved it, and the only reason I sold it was just because Matt stopped playing because he's Matt, and I needed credit for another game, and they didn't seem like, and they even admitted this. They did not update as much. Like they did not put any new updates out for the game, and they said with Xenoverse 2, whereas Xenoverse 1 they didn't put out updates because they were in the process of making Xenoverse 2. They said with Xenoverse 2 there are no plans for a Xenoverse 3 right now, so they're going to be putting all their time and effort into updates for 2. So it's going to be continuing new stuff. So.
They need to add the tournament, you know?
Yeah, I never even played that tournament. I never got to that. So hopefully that's something available right off the bat. Like, whatever servers they were using for 1, maybe they can just recycle for 2.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I'm going to try and go through this real quick because we've been talking forever. Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim remaster for PS4. I want to get that. I loved Skyrim, and the remaster for PlayStation is going to be awesome, so I want to get that. For Honor's on my list. Injustice 2, I'm super excited for. They just showed the new characters that I've seen so far. I can't ever remember his name, but he's like the Red Lantern. He looks awesome. He's like just a giant like rock lava looking guy.
Oh, I saw it. Yeah.
He's got a little floating cat that's just like his buddy. That's awesome. But he's in it. Supergirl, Gorilla Grodd, which I'm really excited for, and they included I've seen Blue Beetle. The Blue Beetle trailer just launched at Comic-Con.
Plus that new armor system I saw. That's really cool.
What I read was based on the tagline, and I think they confirmed it. Is it says every battle defines you. I think you get new armor from every single battle, whether you win or lose. Like if you lose, like you get like a more defensive type of armor. If you win, you get like more of offense. I don't know. Like I don't know exactly what it is, but like the way you battle is what's gonna get you your armor up
so
there.
The armor actually affects your battles? It's not just cosmetic.
That's what it looked like. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what it looked like they were talking about. So
can't they get ripped off of you during the fight too?
I think so.
Yeah.
It has to. So it's like Vega.
Could be. I'm not 100% sure. I wasn't able to keep up with a whole lot of Comic-Con stuff, so the knowledge I'm going off was the initial trailer launch. That game stuck up on me just like Xenoverse did. Xenoverse was like, I had no idea they were making a second one, and then boom, there was a trailer, and it's like coming out in 2016. I'm like, what? When did that happen? Which that launch date, by the way, is October 25th.
Yeah.
And then Injustice is sometime in 2017. We don't know when for that yet. And then I got No Man's Sky. They're making another update for Kingdom Hearts. They won't ever release a whole new game. It's literally called Kingdom Hearts 2.8.
They have the Kingdom Hearts trailer out. We saw it.
But it's not for 3, is it?
What?
It's not for Kingdom Hearts 3.
I thought it was. I don't think it's a handheld game.
I don't know. They don't seem like they're ever gonna get the new, like, the full game out.
They said that about Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I guess they're making that now. So
yeah. Spider-Man. I'm excited for that. I think in the past the Spider-Man movie games haven't been great. Although Spider-Man 2 was really good, but any of his standalone games like Shattered Dimensions and Web of Shadows and stuff, that was really cool. Web of Shadows is the one that gave us symbiote Wolverine, which was awesome. So there's a lot of good stuff that comes from the standalone Spider-Man game, so I think that'll be a good game. And then that's pretty much it for my list. I mean, and then of course I'm probably going to get WWE when it comes out in October, but that's not really that's not going to be a groundbreaking game. That's going to be just something for me to play when I'm bored.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Touché.
Yeah. What do you got, Matt?
My big one from like the Sony conference was Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention
with
that.
all the cybernetic animals, and it's like a tribal society. The one thing that was really cool is in the gameplay trailer, she like tamed this, basically a cybernetic deer, and rode it around like a horse.
Oh, nice! I didn't see that one.
And yeah, like she went and fought this big guy who then like ate her deer creature that she had just tamed.
What?
So,
they got Bambi?
It's pretty incredible. Like the art for it looks really cool.
The main character looks really cool too. I like how they have kind of like this nomad kind of look on her.
Yeah, just the fur and stuff.
There's a lot of detail on her. It's ridiculous. Like they have all these like beads hanging from her hair and it's got all this stuff hanging from her body.
I mean, this is a screenshot from the game, and I mean, yeah, I mean, look at all like the armor plates. They said that there's like multiple ways to take down these giant enemies. You can like take the gun off and blow it up to kill it, or take its armor off.
Is that Katniss versus a Zoid?
Pretty much, yeah.
Katniss versus a Zoid.
But she has like a ton of different tools. In the trailer, you saw her anchor, like grapples basically from the ground to the beast, and kind of trapped it that way, which was cool. Her main weapon is obviously the bow, but yeah, it just looks really fun. I hope it's definitely gonna be a good fit for me. I can already tell that.
It looks cool.
If you
I didn't even know that.
let me know. I want to play at the same time.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Right.
When is that? What's that called?
Horizon Zero Dawn.
All right, so that's got a tentative release date for February of 2017, like February 28th.
Yeah.
Hey man, what did you think about Hellblade? That's another.
Hellblade?
Have you heard of that?
I feel like I have, but what is this? Oh, this. I saw a trailer for this like seems like a long time ago.
Yeah, I feel like they just forgot about it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this is going to be exactly, because the trailer I saw wasn't gameplay.
What is that creepy baby down there?
Baby?
Like.
That's a girl. That's the
no, scroll down. No, not her. Go down a little bit. Right there. Right. Go up.
Not that.
No. It's like laying on its side. It's like in the center of the screen. I can't really show you, but scroll up a little bit.
This?
No, maybe it's down more. There's a creepy baby. I'm not kidding. There's a really creepy baby image,
You
but I
see
can't
creepy
seem to
babies
find
with
it now.
wings
I don't
disturbed you.
see any babies.
I'm gonna look it up
Oh,
myself, and I'm gonna
this
show.
right here.
Yes, what is that?
Oh,
It looks like it's made of wood.
Okay.
there's a. I guess this is kind of like based off
That's
of
what-
nightmares or something like that.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, what was the gameplay like? Is it like a third-person action RPG, basically?
It's over the shoulder, third person,
Okay.
kind of like I hate to make the comparison again, but like For Honor.
Okay. Yeah.
It did kind of remind me of the gameplay, honestly. So, but I
Okay.
haven't heard about it at this E3, so I'm
Interesting.
not taking it off the shelf.
What else you got, Matty G?
Other than that, there was. Where's my page? I lost my list page.
He's ruined everything.
Oh, another one is the new Ghost Recon game. Have you guys seen that?
Oh yeah, the open world one.
The open world one just looks
That looks
really
dope.
crazy. Like, there's so many different ways you can attack the situation, infiltrate. It's co-op, fully co-op, and each person is doing like a different job around the map.
And that's coming out in March.
March? Really?
March 2017. That's what I got. March 7th.
But that looks really cool. I'm really interested in that. I hope some of my friends get it.
I'm totally getting it. I've had my eye on that one too.
Yeah, that's been announced for a little while. A little one that I saw just on like YouTube. It's called Absolver.
Does that sound familiar?
It's just an indie game, I'm pretty sure, but it's like it's kind of like an MM. I don't know. There's a big online aspect, but you basically have this fighter, and you can learn different hand-to-hand martial arts styles and stuff. And you go around like fight people, learn new techniques. I'm not sure if there's like a plot line involved. It just looked really interesting from the gameplay.
So it's gonna be like a downloadable game.
Yeah, I mean, it looks really nice from what I saw of it. You guys should look it up on YouTube later.
Another one you should look up too. It's a downloadable game I'm excited for whenever it wants to launch on PlayStation. Is Gang Beasts. Have you ever seen that game?
Oh yeah, Gang Beast. Yeah,
It's so fun.
it's funny. They have something new. I feel like they just released something new for that. It's like I don't know, it's another way to compete. It's like a sport as well.
Whenever it comes out, first of all, it's not going to be like the price of a full game. It's probably going to be like $20. We need to all get it because I feel like we would have hours of fun just beating the crap out of each other and throwing each other into like meat grinders.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it'd be so fun.
When's this supposed to come out? I saw.
Gang Beasts? I don't know.
Yeah.
Gang Beasts has been out, or I guess it's been out on PC.
Yeah, it's been rumored for PlayStation and Xbox for a while, but no official date as of right now.
Okay.
This is like an actual screenshot from Absolver. So, like as an indie game, it's being pretty nicely developed.
It looks professional.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It looks pretty.
That was one that almost slipped under my radar. I'm glad I caught that. But,
Nice.
surprisingly enough, Detroit looks pretty fun to me. I really enjoyed like the detective portions of Heavy Rain, and I think there's gonna be like a lot more of that in this game. At least I hope so.
Yeah. Do you play as the android the whole time, or do you know yet?
I don't know, because originally I thought you played as like a female android, and then they showed that, and it was so I wonder if that was more of just you can do stuff like this playing as this other character, or if you're going to play as him. I'm not sure. Although again, it might just jump around.
That's what Heavy Rain did, didn't it?
Because yeah, a lot of that guy's games, you kind of hop around characters a little bit.
That makes sense. Yeah, I know Kara. I'm sure they might have just used her as like the spokesperson for the game because of that PlayStation 3 thing they did a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Anything else for me? I feel like there was another PlayStation one.
There's a lot out. There's a few games.
There's
Oh,
a lot of
one
stuff going on.
one that looked really nice. Unfortunately, I don't have the console for it, but Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, that
Did you guys
does
see
look cool.
that? Oh my
I
gosh.
saw a little bit.
It looks really fun.
It almost makes me want to get a Wii U.
I know, yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
It looks really
Almost.
interesting.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of exciting games coming out, and
Uh-huh.
I mean, my biggest problem right now is that for me, the closest thing was in October, but I'm really contemplating getting a No Man's Sky. I'm gonna check it out, and I'm gonna do some research before
Does
I
that
just
have
go
a
and buy it.
release date? Did you say?
No Man's Sky is the 9th
Yep.
Of
of
what?
August.
Of August?
It's very soon.
Okay.
So I gotta get a decision because I need a game to get me to October when Xenoverse and everything drops, and I think it'd be a fun game to try. I'm gonna do some research so I don't have a Bloodborne situation, but I'm leaning towards getting it, and I think if and I'm gonna be tentative with this. I think if all three of us get it, we should play it, and I think that should be our next podcast discussion. I think that should be the next time we convene is sometime after the 9th to discuss No Man's Sky and talk about all the cool stuff we've been doing. Maybe give it a week or so. I know Chaz might be busy with school coming up, but I really think we should do that. But
I got till about the 23rd, so I was hoping I could have a few weeks to play it before school started.
I definitely think that should be our next thing. But a lot of cool stuff being released and everything. Hopefully, like I said, I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that that these are going to be every week from now on, and because we have lives. I won't speak for everyone, but I know for me personally, I wish my whole life could be podcasting and reviewing video games and playing video games. That would be pretty great.
Doesn't every gamer?
Yeah, I would hope so, but but unfortunately we do have jobs, we do have lives, but I will ask you two right now. I would love to to try and get some more of these pushed out if you guys are up for it. And I think No Man's Sky, if all three of us get it and give it a play, I think that'd be a nice one to review because there's going to be a lot of content to cover. So I definitely think that should be our next thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. That'll be a big one.
Yeah, but hopefully everyone is enjoying Comic-Con. Anyone watching? I know we have a couple people who watch our podcast somewhat regularly. Hope everyone's enjoying Comic-Con. Hope everyone enjoyed E3, and I hope everyone's looking forward to these games. And I mean, hopefully we can reconvene and talk about some No Man's Sky and just get out there and experience some new games. I know for me personally, my biggest struggle is that I don't always jump into new games. I kind of stick to the stuff I know, and I'm hoping you guys can push me in working at games that now can push me into kind of experiencing new games.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll tell you what, if someone paid me to actually try out games and stuff, I would literally try every game.
Oh, I would too. That's the biggest thing that's my thing is because I don't want to drop $60 on a game I'm not sure on. Yeah. That's why I kind of for a long time I'm starting to branch out now, but for a long time I'd only get WWE and then Injustice. I'd get the games I know I'm gonna like. But I just tried Fallout 4. I enjoyed it. It was a little, it was a little. I beat it a little quicker than I was hoping, but I'm trying new stuff. So that's the goal here is I want to try new games and have a little bit of a fresher view for everyone. But I think that's about it, guys. Anyone got any closing words?
We love you all.
Stroke.
The big orb loves you all.
I thought Matt was telling me he loved me, and it was like my dad telling me he loved me for the first time.
Not you.
Oh, God. That just got really dark.
I got real, guys. I'm so sorry. Well, anyway, like I said, hopefully we can come back and talk some No Man's Sky. I think I'm gonna get it. I think I'm gonna get it just to experience it, and kind of gonna go with that. But hopefully we can get back together the next couple of weeks and talk about that and talk about whatever games we're playing. But that's about it for g.e.l podcast. I was Ray Emling. And that's Chaz Lewis. And that is the all-seeing orb stuck in the fifth dimension, Matty G. Have a good night, everyone.